And we are very optimistic that you are currently facing me on a small mound of earth. Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and verily to you a good night. How are we all? Are we doing all right? Please tell me you can hear me and that you can see me and that I'm waving my pickaxe and all is good with the world. I am fresh. Can you smell? Come and smell me. Smell me. Hang on, I'm going to zoom in. See that? Come close to the screen. Come close to the screen. Smell me. Do you know what that is that you can smell? That, my friends, is the smell of victory. Yes, it is. It's the smell of victory. It's the whiff of winning is what that is. We are fresh off the back of our win from the Clash of the Creators. Me, Chim, Pix and Vigo were all over it. It was brilliant. We loved it. It was fun. And more importantly, we won. We smashed it. We took it all to them. We handed it to them on a plate. I may go on about this for some time, but that is the whole point of today's build, is that we are just going to have a bit of a natter. I've not had a good enough natter with you, frankly. Last Tuesday, we did the hardcore challenge, which is always loads of fun, but I don't get to talk to you for very much. I'm coming to you, Mars. Bear with, I'm coming to you. But I don't get to talk to you very much, which isn't very good, is it? And then Clash, I didn't talk to you at all because I was rubbish, because you can't actually do it. I was deader than a dead person from Deadland who recently had a dead competition, only went and won. Yes, he did, Cole. Absolutely. It was brilliant. Really enjoyed it. So today we're just going to natter. I may place the odd block. I'm not making any promises. But every now and again, I might put a block down just for the hell of it. But this is where we are, if you remember, people. Hang on. I might have to have a little snooze, though. Because that sun's going down. And I'd quite like to have a full day of chatting at you. I reckon any minute. There we go. Sorted. So how are we all? Have we had a good weekend, apart from obviously Sunday? I'm going to come back up here and talk to you again for a minute. Apart from actually Sunday, which was obviously obsessively amazing, have we had a good weekend? What have we been up to? We've been up to very, very much at all. In the meantime, whilst you're thinking about it, I've got something for Mars. Mars, this one's for you, fella. Are you ready? Thank you very much for subscribing to Amazon Prime. Every time you get Amazon Prime account, you get a free Prime account. And that means you can give it to any creator. And you give it to me, and that's amazing because you got choices in life. I really appreciate you gave it to me. And thank you very much for doing that, because you could have given it to anybody else, but you didn't. You give it to me. Remember, next time you got to do it manually because you can't do it automatically because I'm working automatically. Oh, come on. Tell me that wasn't amazing. Tell me that wasn't on point, people. You know it was. Oh, my goodness. Right, hang on. I'm being told that the doodad's not on. It is on. Oh, it's on, but it actually helps when you press the connect button. I'm such a plank. Right, okay, now, it was on, and now it's on a little bit more. It's on a little bit more. So Redstone Fart should now be with you. Hopefully that should be with you. Right, okay, we are rolling. We're rolling. What was that? That's 9.5 from GR. 9.5, I'll take that. Brilliant. The Norwegian judge can get out of here. All over it. Thank you very much for that pride, Mars. I really, really appreciate it. That's amazing. Right, so let's just have a little goosey gander at this. You can see this bit of cobble here. Ignore that, because that's going to be stuck behind some more of this landscaping malarkey. But that is going around there. Kind of lurking. Don't worry about lurking, Spout. I really appreciate you turning up. Thank you very, very much for that. What have I actually got in my inventory? Right, I'm going to start with, whilst we're just nattering, I'm just literally going to talk. Mr. Champion. You can call me Mr. Champion. I do answer to Mr. Champion, just for the record. I'm just going to, I'm going to do a little bit more landscaping whilst we talk. And I've got this doodad. Hang on, let me turn it. I've got this thing. So now I don't have to turn my head to the right like this. That's actually to the left for you, but that's to the right for me. To the right, to look at the chat, because it comes up on my screen. So somebody type something. It will come up on my screen. It's very exciting. It's very amazing. So I'm just going to do a little bit of landscapey type stuff. Hey, something. I knew more than one person was going to say actual something. For goodness sake, what are you lot like? I can't take you anywhere. So what are we going to talk about today? What part of the world are we going to put to rights today? That's my question to you people. Last time we put the Devonians in their place and explained that actually you do put on basic. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm not even going to talk about it because it's not worth it. The Devonians just don't do their scones right. It's wrong. It's wrong. So, yeah, I mean, for goodness sake, what do they think they're doing? So we put that to rights. We also, last time, we put together the Bath, Castle, Path thing to rights. Now we all know that it is Bath, Path and Castle. And I don't care what you people that told me that it was differently say. It's Bath, Path and Castle. And that's just the way it is. Hey, Winkler79, how are you doing, my mate? Nice to see you. We are currently just placing random blocks in random places. And it's all good. Am I doing this? You know what? I might actually, rather than coming from the top down, I might go from the bottom up. Let's just give ourselves a little bit of room here. Did I zoom all the way back out? I did. It's all good. Have you heard of the Third Life miniseries? I think it would be amazing if you get in the next season. I don't know what Third Life is. What's Third Life? Literally not a Scooby-Doo, what you're talking about. Third Life. Is that some kind of, is that like a little bit like hardcore or something? Not the faintest idea. So do feel free to, I don't know, expand upon that if you like. I'm interested. I'm always interested. New stuff is always good. If you guys will watch it, I'll probably, making no promises, but I'll probably give it a crack. Right, if we come around there like that, that comes out there. That's good. Semi-hardcore that Grian and Skiz are doing. I might have a chat with Skiz then. I might ask Skiz what he reckons of it. In that case, is it a little bit like Avocor where you've got X number of lives, or is that just a stupid question? 3 lives, 2 cooperative, and then you turn mass murderer for the third one. That sounds quite fun. So you've got to do it obviously with a number of people, otherwise that won't work. But that sounds quite interesting. I quite like the idea of that. I'll have a chat with Skiz, see what he thinks of it. I'll talk to him quite regularly, obviously. So that'd be fun. Maybe if he gives it a thumbs up, I'll maybe have a word. Can you tell my concentration level has just started to increase now, as a result of me kind of tongue out the side of my mouth. 3 hours a week on a Friday. Okay. Sounds cool. I'm just going to get an outline of this first, I think. And then we'll take it to the bridge afterwards. Don't Die December in May is coming up this weekend. DD2? Yeah, I'm quite interested to see what's going on with that, actually. It could be quite cool. There's some decent creators in there. All the concentration levels. The concentration levels are getting a bit intense now. I actually forgot to speak for a moment then. That won't do, will it? Let's get a little bit more detailing because this looks too flat. Now we're getting there. Okay. So what have people been up to? What have you got on your plans list for this week? What have people got lots of massive plans that they want to share with the group? Why don't you try now to share with the group, people? It's your turn to share. Hello, my name is Avomance and I am a mineaholic. You're not that late. You're genuinely not that late, so don't worry about it. I'm just glad you turned up. It's always nice to see you. Thank you for coming. This looks like a bit of a dizzy mess at the minute, doesn't it? Don't get stuck behind this one, pal. That'll be really bad. Right, pop this out. Doesn't matter what the mess looks like behind, as long as it looks all right in the front. Come on. Celebrating your birthday, Miss S. When is your birthday, Miss S? The world needs to know. When is it? Spill the beans. How's that? I'm taking a step back. Still trying to get that top prize on Skyblock. 1st of May. Oh, wow, we really are nearly there. Wet William. Moist William. Thank you very much. 9 months subscription. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. It's good to see you. Good to see you. For those of you that don't, Willie is one of the 4 diamond patrons that have put in something in the diamond deck this time round. The video for the diamond deck is out tomorrow. Yes, not the day after, but tomorrow. So do have a look at that. Soggy Wilfred. I'm just trying. That looks a little bit too steppy there, doesn't it? Right. Okay. Let's bring this up. Troubles with doing this, obviously in survival, is it becomes quite tricky when you can't see it up close. And obviously in creative, it's a lot more simple to put these blocks down and then just kind of zoom backwards and have a look at what's going on. And you kind of get used to doing it in creative, and as a result, your survival skills take a bit of a step back. So I'm trying to recuperate my survival skills at the moment. Right, where are we there? Enderpath, how are you? Nice to see you. It's good to see you. Are you still spending your entire life on Skyblock? You're properly pulling in those hours. Not that I've checked the hour rate. I've got no idea. Hang on, where's that? There we go. That can go there. That can go there. What's the favourite build I ever made? Asked Mr. Moth. That is actually a really interesting question. At the risk of... Hang on, I'm going to turn around and talk to you because it deserves it. At the risk of blowing my own trumpet, I've done a number of builds that I actually quite like. She's joined you back on Avatopia, King Dad. Has she now? Oh, well, good on you, Ando. It's good to mix it up a little bit. But the one that I really, really, really liked, and if you saw the AD Asks interview that I did a couple of months back, you can confirm she's always on the server, absolutely. I did in my Walkabout World. Hands up in chat who has seen any of the Walkabout World videos that I've done. It's been a long time when I finished that series, though. But has anybody seen those? You're on both today, says Ender. So, yeah, anybody seen the Walkabout World series? Yeah, seen some of them. Okay, there was one build on there that I absolutely adore. I really, really, really like it, which was my cave build. I did a... let me turn around and talk to you again. I did a cave build, which is the only Walkabout World build that's got any use of world in it whatsoever. I'm walking backwards towards my bed if you wonder what I'm doing. It's the only one that's got any use of world in it because I had to build up the cave a little bit with world edit. But that is probably my favourite build of all time that I've ever done. It did give me a migraine. Actually, Dad, you're right, it did. But the result was brilliant. If you've not seen the cave build, if you go onto my channel, the videos, and search Walkabout World, I think it's about episode, I'm going to guess about 12, something like that. But it came out so well, so very well. And I think that's when I actually looked at myself and said, you know what, mate, you can build. You can actually build these block stuffs. Yeah, I was really, really proud of that one. Lion, how you doing, my mate? Thanks very, very much for that resub. I really appreciate that. It's good to see you. Yeah, I think that was my fella. That was the one that really, really brought it into me. I loved it a lot. Don't forget to check it out. No, it's my pleasure. Feel free to keep the questions coming in. I love answering old questions. It means I don't have to think about talking about something. It means you lot are doing all the work for me. That's amazing. That's all we ever want, really. That's all content creators ever do is want you lot to do the work. So bring it in. The Bits Crown is being shared. Is it really? Oh, it is. Deb Constructor and Raging Line sharing it. Noted. Okay. So how is this looking? I've not looked. We're already on the second day. But is it starting to come around? That's not quite right there at the top, is it? Let's pop that round. We need to bring that in. That needs a different one there to break that up a little bit. I think. Enderpath! You only went and done a prime. Right, okay. Am I going to be in Hermitcraft Season 8? I've not been asked, Viper, so my guess is no. No, I'm working with the, obviously we're doing a lot with the hermits. I'm coming to you, Puffy. I'm coming to you. I do a lot with the hermits with Clash of the Creators, and I know X, and I know you know, a number of the hermits relatively well now, Carb, and no, anyway, I'm not going to list them out. That's ridiculous. That's name dropping. But I know them quite well. But I don't think I'm a hermit. If I'm really honest, I don't think I'm a hermit for a number of reasons. One, the hermits dedicate 20 hours a week to hermitcraft because they're all, with a few exceptions, they're all full-timers. And I'm not, as many people know. So I don't think I'm built to be a hermit. Their building skills are beyond the pale. Now, I'm all right at building, but they're definitely, they're awesome. So I think probably I'll never be a hermit, and I'm all right with that. I'm okay. I really love being a legate, so I have no problem with never being a hermit. It's all good. So anyway, oh no, Puffy, I owe you. Hold up. Right, are you ready, Puffy? Are you ready? Thank you very much for subscribing. Every time you pray, I know you deserve better. You deserve better, and I apologise. That just was not good enough. Thank you very much for subscribing. Every time you go to Amazon Prime, you get free Twitch Prime account, and that's really because you gave it to me, and I can't believe you gave it to me. That's really amazing of you. Thank you. I'm almost feeling like I'm famous, but you could have given it to anybody. You could have even given it to Tommy in it, but you didn't. You gave it to me, and I really appreciate it. Remember, next time you got to do it manually because you can't do it automatically. That wasn't quite as good, but I think we're on a roll. Bring them on. Bring them on. Primage is coming. Primage came. Primage came with a vengeance. That's how we roll here. Enderpuff does deserve the best. I believe that to be true. Pop that there like that. I'm just going to bring this round a little bit. Then I think we need to... You think I'd need to get on with... I've met... Well, not in real life, but I've chatted with Cleo very briefly. She's lovely, actually. So, yeah, she's ever so nice. I'd get on pretty well with her. But they're all cool. They're all cool guys. Every single one of them. There's a few that I've not met yet that I'd really like to. I've not met Mumbo yet. I'd really like to chat with Mumbo. He'd be a blast, I reckon. Rendog is insane. The man is an actual mental case. An actual mental case. Literally, I think he's got problems. He's so funny. He is so funny. So yeah, a lot of them really good guys. Really good guys. Not everyone needs to be a hermit. There's room in the MC verse for everyone. I could not agree with you more. Hermitcraft is great, but you know what? The entire Minecraft universe has got plenty of room for everybody. Absolutely. Let's bring in that to the side there like that. So, trust me, it'll fall in the water. Ren is insane. Mars, seriously, but he's such a nice guy. I was chatting with him very briefly after Creators, and yeah, he's off the hook properly. I think if we put that there, put some more dirt in. I'm falling in the water. Oh, I've not heard that in a while. Dad, you're showing your age, mate. Let's come up behind there and whop in. What should we put in? Put in one of those. That should just show through, I think. Just a little sneaky bit of green there. Yeah, that looks like it works. And we'll have a bigger bit of green on that. A little sideways. Love the goons. That can go. Oh no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Let's get rid of that. That doesn't work. That's a little bit weird as well, isn't it? But you know what? I might go with it. Maybe that could be another little fountain that we put in there. You've missed out on something. What is the scone debate? Well, you know what? I'm going to pass the microphone. Well, not the actual microphone because that belongs to me. But I'm going to pass the microphone over to the incorrect, wrong debater person. El Rose, perhaps you'd like to comment on why you're in error. I mean, you know, your point of view. I do beg your pardon. El Rose, if you think you got it in you, feel free to bring it. Pop that there. I think. Warning, warning. Back away slowly from this conversation. Yeah, it got heated, didn't it? It got heated. Heated in a good, friendly, pleasant way, but it did get a little bit heated. Thank you very, very much for the follow. I'm too lazy to think. Scone, cream, jam, in that exact order. And that is where she falls over on this argument, you see, because, and this is very important. In fact, this is so important, I'm going to zoom. This is very important. Now, listen up, everybody. Listen up. This is hugely, hugely important. Your life could depend on it. If you put the cream on and then the jam, your cream slops off of your scone. And as a result of slopping off of your scone, you don't enjoy that bakey, creamy, jammy goodness all in one bite. You have to lick the plate to have the cream. And the jam kind of just slides across it. It's not good enough. Don't go to Devon, go to Cornwall, where they do it correctly, and you make sure you put, hang on, get myself back, and you put the jam on, and then the cream. And if you do it any other way, I'm afraid I have to ban you. And that's just the way it is. It's not, I don't make the rules. The rules are what the rules are. I'm very, very sorry. And I think that's where we put it to bed. Cut it in half, jam one side, cream the other, and smash them together like a scone sandwich. You could do that. You could do scone sandwich. That's probably quite nice, actually, a scone sandwich. But you'd still need to make sure that it was in the right order, Dad. Otherwise, you know, it just doesn't work. It's just all wrong. It couldn't get more wrong. Sometimes it's good to be wrong. Other times it's just wrong. This is one of those times. Tim the Great, thank you very, very, very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. And I think we put that one to bed. Any other concerns in life people would like me to completely ensure closure on? I'm more than happy to close them off for you. Not that I've got strong views on anything or out like that. Obviously. I'm very much a, you know, in the middle, politically neutral type of guy. Welcome to Nut House, Tim. I don't know if it's the first time you've been over, but this is, under normal circumstances, everybody's trying to kill me. Oh, Adonixo. Is that how you say it? Or just Adonix surrounded by zeros? Thank you very much for the follow. But what we normally do, you just open like... I just do Minecraft, certainly for now, Adonix, certainly for now, I just do Minecraft. Who knows what could happen in the future? You could get run over a bus tomorrow, couldn't you? You just don't know. But yeah, what generally happens is everybody here tries to kill me, but not today, because we are building something a little bit nicer. For those new people who haven't seen it, I'm just going to step back. We've been at this, what is this? Probably about 6 hours. 6 hours now. So we're doing this in survival, and we're building... you know what, I'm just going to show all the new people just so they can see what's going on. This is what we're going to do. That's the footprint, and that's what we're going with. So should I try and drop into the drink just for fun? This is going to go wrong, isn't it? Go on, go on, go on, go on. There you go. That's the closest thing you're getting to a StreamVOD card today, people. It should be all right, King Dad. I got to be honest. I'm a little bit in awe of you, and I feel a bit of a cheat having seen your base now, and I've now got something to aspire to, which is exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to aspire to even close to the level you brought it with your base, because that was insane, my mate. Okay, biscuits with butter and honey. See, you're calling them. What's wrong is the fact you're calling them biscuits. They're not biscuits, are they, really? I feel sorry for you Americans, getting all confused with your foodstuffs and your words. It must be terrible. It must be very, very difficult for you. Yes, absolutely. I need to do a command, don't I, Dad? A British command. Just American biscuits are different, and I know. They're different, but I like to see your feathers ruffle. That's all I'm saying. I pop that there. Pop that there. Right, so how are we doing? Oi! Well, I thought that blue wall was something else then. I think I might sleep again just so as we I'm going to try and avoid mobs as much as possible today. There we go. Bring the bed in. Hopefully nothing will come and beat me. Sleep in. I like to see your feathers roughly explains it. It does rather explain a few things, doesn't it? What have we got? Should we get some crackstone bricks in there as well? That might be nice, mightn't it? Now you want biscuits and gravy. So I don't know if I've ever had biscuits and gravy in reality. There you go, you die. I've seen them eaten, but it never really appealed to me, I've got to be honest. And the gravy's just way too meaty. Which obviously doesn't work for me. There we go. Right, let's just close this bit off a little bit, and then I want to go up and I want to build a little bit more. If I pop that like that, get that there, that there, that there, that kind of goes up and around. Let's get a bit there and a bit there. Biscuits and gravy is good any time of the day or night. I'm willing to believe you. I haven't genuinely never had it. I'm being a bit unfair by taking the mickey out of it. Don't knock it till you try it. I think that's fair comment. I think that's fair comment in life as well as biscuits. If that doesn't sound too weird. Let's put one there as well. I just want to take a little bit of a steppy back here. How are we looking before? Okay, now we've still got a lot of detailing to do. There's way too much cobble there. We've still got a lot of detailing to do on this. This is just a little bit of guidance work, if you like, but I'm trying to get it at least a little bit nice. So if I pop that there, blooming great big hole. No wonder it looked too cobbly. Let's get that there and that there. That breaks up the cobblestone a little bit. British gravy is very, very different to American gravy, is my understanding as well. Sausage mince in a creamy white sauce. Is that what it is? Sausage mince in a creamy white sauce? That sounds disgusting. Oh my goodness. Remind me never, ever, ever to go and have biscuits and gravy at Landris's house. That sounds awful. Okay, I think I'm going to keep that like that. That works for me right now. It is disgusting, says Raging Lion. Raging Lion can confirm the disgustinginess of it all. Am I saying British gravy is inferior? I would say nothing of the sort, clearly. The trouble is with British gravy, it's made with meat stock. And I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat British gravy. So I have vegetarian gravy, which I'm going to be honest with you, it's not as exciting as meat gravy. I just want to put that very, very clear. It's not as exciting as the meaty gravies that you can get. And it's made with bouillon and things like that. It's still very nice, but it doesn't make you go, ooh, the way a meat gravy does. And let's face it, meat gravy is superior to vegetarian gravy. I'm sorry all the vegetarians that are out there, but it's very difficult to get good vegetarian gravy. Right, British gravy is gravy, American gravy is a sauce. I'm happy to go with that. I'm happy to go with that. Right, so I don't want this. I do want andesite. I don't want that. I do want stone. I don't need that. I will get another one of those in. We get another one of those. We need a bit more stone. Okay, right. So let's get a little bit more height on this fella. Oh, I don't want to place one of those down by accident either. Let's bring that in. Oh, it's good to see you, Tim. Thank you very much for coming. I hope to see you again. Really hope to see you again. Join the gravy debate. You know it makes sense. Okay, now, so I've got to try and remember how I did it here. That goes in. So it's going to have to go in, isn't it? Right, so that means that comes out there with a tiddle of cobble, which means that's like that, and that is like that. Do we agree? Yeah, so I can now close that off. Pick that up, close that off, and whop myself that back there. Okay, we are good. So sausage gravy used in the south is made with a roux that is made with sausage fat and flour and then has cream added. I'm sorry. I'm just going to leave that with you, if that's all right. We're not going down. I'm not. I'm sure. Enjoy. You know, you can have mine. You can have mine. Any vegetarians in the house? Genuine question. Anybody watching at the moment out of the half century of you that are watching? Any veggies? I just. What, that? Yeah, I don't like the scroll wheel. You can use it. I appreciate it, but it's just not so. Terry Writer Jr., thank you very, very much for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Fruit roll-ups in here. Fruit roll-ups. Seriously, Voss? That's racist, isn't it? I reckon, anyway. Okay, so I need to go up another few levels, and as I go up to the top, I'm going to make it very, very much more plain, which means we're going to be using a lot more stone now from about the next level, stone and andesite, and fewer cobblestone and stone bricks. You can't be a vegetarian. Bacon is this. You know what? If anything was going to turn me, it'd be bacon. I hear you, but you know, one must stand by one's principles and all that. Just so you don't like it sounds like using the wrong mouse. Yeah, I don't genuinely. I've actually got a new mouse. This one's. I've not tried it with this mouse. That's not so bad. The last mouse was horrible. It used to do this all over the place. And if you can see it, it was horrible. But this is a little bit better, to be fair. I might give it the benefit of the doubt. I might. So, did people actually tell me what they were up to this week? I think we started a conversation about other strange things. You call my house the anti-vegetarian house. Well, you're an owl. Too many allergies to too many veggies. You're allergic to vegetarians. That's not good. American biscuits are like lighter scones. Yeah, I've seen them. Finish off decorating after building workers. Of course, Dej. Yeah. How's that going? Is that going all right? Waiting for payday so you can waste money at the pub. Lion, I hear you, mate. Hear you loud and clear on that one. Volatarian. Hey Zen, nice to see you. How you doing? Right, so start to bring it in, make it a little more plain as we go. Like as always, Mr. Morecambe, you are always very, very welcome to here. Impossibilities, thank you for following. Really appreciate it. It's good to see a few new people today. That's amazing. We're just having a bit of a build and chill today. Just messing about with it. Seeing how many blocks we can actually lay down. Avotarian. You could say that. Fitted and hung a bracket and a 55-inch telly. Oh, dead, mate. That's the way forward, isn't it? Everyone needs a big telly in their life. You can't see Netflix from the other side of the room if you've not got a big telly. I've got a question for the group. Anybody watching anything really interesting off of Netflix? Is there anything good that I maybe need to consider watching on Netflix? I don't have a lot of time to watch stuff on Netflix, but I'd be really interested in people's opinion. You don't mind many vegetarian dishes, but you can't stand mushrooms. There's a lot of people that don't like mushrooms, actually, Mars. I quite like them myself, but there's a lot of people that would have sympathy for you there. Definitely. Mostly anime and crunchy. I've been introduced to anime a little bit kicking and screaming dead, I've got to be honest with you. So I'm about 2/3 of the way through Attack on Titan Season 1 right now, which is fun. I'll give you it, it's actually fun. Yeah, it's a big old castle. Big old castle is what we're building, Mr. Pluzo. We're trying to anyway. We're not going to get it finished this stream. We're not going to get it finished this half of the year, I suspect. But hopefully we'll get a bit done. So we're just starting to grade out a lot of the... you can see we're just starting to grade out a lot of the texture. If I take away... I've not got a lot of stone and andesite though, have I? To be able to get this. But that's all right. That's all right. So let's just start to grade this out a little bit more. Second for Shadow and Bone. Shadow and Bone. Okay. Not aware of Shadow and Bone. Is that worth a look? Is it Shadow and Bone? Happy to check stuff out. Really, really good. Without spoilers, what is it about? Shadows and Bones? If you like fantasy, well, that's right up my alley. That's definitely my hitting zone, is fantasy. You got rid of Netflix because it's not worth it. Really? Do you find that? That's fair enough. Your Honour with Bryan Cranston. An endlessly depressing... What is it with Bryan Cranston being in depressing stuff? He does a good depressive, doesn't he, does Bryan? The writers of Attack on Titan, I'm told, the writer is insane. Actually, genuinely off his rocker. So I'm looking forward to seeing it, because I know that Series 4's been... the first half of Series 4's just finished. And the second half of Series 4's not till the beginning of next week. Next year, sorry. Bring it a little bit more. So what I'd like to do, the next row we're going to do almost exclusively stone and andesite. But this row is going to have just a little bit of other stone. No worries, ER. No worries. Take it easy. Thanks ever so much for coming. Really good to see you. I'll have to have a dig into Shadow and Bone and see what that's all about, just to see if it's tickles my pickle. And if it does, I'll maybe go and have a look at that. Got a few things we need to watch. Currently watching Humans. Recommend Humans. That's quite good. Right. Right, yeah, so we really, really need to bring in the andesite and the stone now. No, humans. Human. Not being human. Humans. Just with the odd one of those. He's a good comedic actor, but a lot of what he does these days is dark and troubling. Yeah, I agree. He's changed his... changed the way he works a little bit, I must admit, and I think obviously Breaking Bad led that for him a little bit, but he's brilliant. I like Bryan Cranston. He's a very clever guy. The Witcher was brilliant, Miss Seeley of the Very Nearly Birthday fame. Yeah, I agree. I love The Witcher. I really, really want them to do a second series, because obviously that really followed the story of The Last Wish, did The Witcher, and there's a lot more that they could add into that, and it kind of didn't leave at the end of The Last Wish so much. It kind of mixed it up a little bit. They've been made, but it's delayed. Is that right? Oh wow, I'm excited by that. Thank you for letting me know that. Has it been delayed? Is that because of COVID? I imagine it probably is. Makes sense. I know a lot of things have obviously been very, very delayed, but I desperately want the next season of The Witcher. Dig Dug Daddy, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you very, very much for coming back and giving me another one. The lead guy had an accident. What, Henry Cavill? Henry Cavill had an accident? I wasn't aware that Henry Cavill had an accident. Is there something... Was it a bad accident? Because there must be something about playing Superman. If you play the lead role in Superman, you're doomed to have an accident. Injured on set? Oh no. Well, I mean, at least he wasn't like super, pun the pun. He wasn't, you know, really injured, because that would have been awful. Wait for daytime. Where's the moon? Oh, it's right over my head. I'm a little bit worried that. Okay. Peachy Jugs, thank you for following. It's good to see you. Thank you very much. Do you have peachy jugs? I mean, like, you know, ceramic things with fruit on. Thank you very much for following. It's really good to see you. Jake Copper, thank you for following. Thank you, Jake. You are very welcome. We are literally just lobbing down blocks and talking about, well, anything we fancy it, to be honest with you. But right now, I'm trying to build a castle for the guys that have just rocked in. And I'm trying to grade out this tower. What's the cat? Blue Angel. We're kind of dotting around. We're a little bit, I guess we could say we're still on Netflix at the moment. Well, not necessarily just Netflix, but series on the telly that people are enjoying watching. That's what we're currently on at the moment. We've put the scone argument to bed, and as a result, Elrose had to leave. We upset her so much. So that one's done and dusted. I think we've definitely put pay to the bath debacle. That one's now put to bed. So now we're on TV programs. And I think, you know, I think it's good. This is almost like a public information service. I like to, you know, make sure that you're clued up in the right direction with things. Henry Cavill suffered a minor injury on set. Minor injury. You missed the scone fight. It wasn't so much a fight. It was more of me just explaining the truth. But we don't want to go into that again, because that was, you know, it's utterly unnecessary. You don't rub salt in the wound. That would just be unkind, wouldn't it? I need to get more stone. Let's get some more andesite down, I think. Make it a bonfire. I'm running out of stone, people. I'm going to have to drop down, aren't I? Okay. That goes down there. I do have some scaffolding, so it's all right. We will be able to get back. Don't panic, because I know you were. If you're putting salt on your scones, you're doing it wrong, Mr. Morecambe. I agree with that also. Where's the thing on? There it is. I'm hoping there's nothing at the bottom of this to eat my face. Then we could do a bit of a bolt for the bed. And hopefully nothing will explode me. Don't explode me. Okay, right, so now I just need to get quite a lot more. No, Mr. Skelly Bob. I need to get quite... Don't say Dad, you're not funny. You know you're not funny. Well, you know you are funny, that's the point. Lots of stonage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We've got andesite. Should I get a little bit more andesite? Let's pop away. We don't need any more mossy stone. And I'll just replace that with some more andesite. Okay, so that should keep us going for a little bit. See, that's going to get a little bit taller before we round that off. So that's looking all right. It's a hamstring injury, is it? That's really, hamstrings proper hurt. I once did my hamstring playing football. And just before we go into another debate, this is actual proper football, not the one where the Americans have to pad up like rugby, but, you know, soft. You know, it's, you know, your football is like rugby, but with pads because you can't take it. Football, actual football, where you kick the ball, you know, football. And that is how I did my hamstring. Here we go, round 3. This is what this is all about. Is this not the whole point? Endo, you know it makes sense. And you know we're right. You know we're right. Anybody want to enter into that debate? I'll bring it on. Okay, so let's... Stone can replace that. Let's get some stone going. So now I want to only very rarely put in something that's not andesite. Don't look at me, you're a baseball fan. That's like rounders, right? That's just rounders with helmets. I think. but that takes a very long time. Have I understood that correctly? Cricket was conceived off as a ladies' sport. It was. It's for ladies. But and I'll tell you what, there are some absolute clutch lady cricketers as well. No, it's a game that I used to play a lot of, but don't enjoy watching. Just don't enjoy watching it. It takes too long, but it's fun. It's good to play. But yeah, quite tough to watch after a little while, unless it's 2020, in which case 2020 is quite good to watch. Ladies things with frilly bits, Blue. You're pushing your luck in the current crowd, Blue. Absolutely. Occasional block. Your coach in high school used to say, "Give blood, play soccer." Dig dad daddy. You know what? There's a little bit of truth to that. A little bit of truth. First COVID outing would be going to a baseball game. Well, you know what, Mr. Morecambe? You have an awesome time. Have a really, really good time. I think it's so wonderful. I'm going to turn around and talk to you a bit. I think it's so brilliant now that I know obviously we need to be really aware that, you know, and think and send out massive sympathies to India. But it's nice that the majority of the world is maybe, and obviously I have to say maybe because you never know what's around the corner, is maybe starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it really is wonderful to know that. If we'd have all been in New Zealand, then we'd have been out of it a long time ago. They knew how to do it. But, excuse me, Gladkin. But it's... yeah, it's wonderful that people are actually getting to spend time with their family, getting to go out and socialise. People need to see people. Marble racing, says Blue Angel Vix. Absolutely, why not? Marble racing works. Okay, just bring in a few more blocks. For the person that just said, asked if I could hear something. No, I can't. But... okay, bringing it just the odd thing. Dash, 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 fab. Marble, you mean like off of Marble Run? You know that thing that you have, that you race the marbles down like swirlies and holes and stuff? Because Marble Run's cool. It's actual coolness. I like Marble Run. Don't knock Marble Run, anybody. That's an institution, is Marble Run. Emma Owl Lady, how are you? Really good to see you. Marbles on stream. Marbles on stream? Am I being dense? Good stuff, Emma. I'm doing all right, thanks, Em. It's nice to have a nice chill stream where I don't have to dodge stuff so much, and I can just chat to you lot. I quite, you know, I quite like that. You would play marbles, but you... Hang on a minute, am I missing something? Marbles on stream, is this like a video game? Is there like marbles? Am I missing out on something? This guy makes tracks for marbles be raced on stream and people try and beat. They bet on which one's gonna... Really? That sounds quite interesting. The marble... Really? That's quite cool. I might have to look out for that. I feel like I've missed out on part of my life now, not knowing that. That won't do, will it? Why am I not going across here now, by the way? Because this is definitely long overdue and across. There we go, that's better. Thank you for the follow, Little Miss Whiskey. Thank you very much for coming along and deciding to follow. Really, really good to see you. I really appreciate it. And welcome. Margaret League was the only sport in 2020. Well, actually, to be fair, there wasn't a lot else going on, was there? Drone racing. Drone racing. Good Lord. That's bonkers. Right, I need to do another couple of rows and then I need to get off of here and just check that it's working, because it was working in my head, but that doesn't mean that it's working in real life, right? Epic and fast. I'm rubbish at... I've flown some kind of small drones before, little silly ones, like kids' toy type ones. Never flown a real one. That sounds like it'd be fun. Can't fathom how good they are. They're really that good, these people. Is that like, you know, the Red Bull fighter people, but off of drones? That does sound quite cool. Well, you know, petition. Taekwondo was added as an Olympic sport as a result of public opinion. You know, these things can happen. RC Nitro. RC Nitro, yeah, that was cool. Okay, let's just do one more row. What features do I want to be added to Minecraft? What part of Caves and Cliffs has me most excited? Hey Rivera, how you doing? Okay, hey Winkler. Features that I would have, let's do it backwards. So things in Caves and Cliffs that have me most excited is just the sheer opportunity of the higher build limit. The higher build limit offers so much more that we could do, not just in survival, but also in creative. So that really excites me. Obviously, the new mobs are always good. Joe Chenlease, have I just said that? Have I just said that wrong? I'm sorry if I've massacred your name. Joe Chenlease. Thank you for the follow. I'm so sorry for massacring your name, but I'm really, really grateful for you coming along and saying hello. So I'm really keen on that, the build limit. I think that there's going to be some really interesting redstoning going on, obviously. Should build more height, require more cloud layers? No. Well, yes, but I think they should push the existing cloud layer up, because cloud layers can be really irritating. Actually, when you're doing builds, if it's only so high, I think it's only 90 above sea level, isn't it? The clouds-ish. It needs to go higher, so as it doesn't get in the way. Maybe it'd be good to have, you know, you can have the, you know, standard cumulus clouds lower down and get some cirrus clouds going up at the top. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be quite nice. I do turn them off, Puff. I do. But sometimes you want it to be quite authentic, and turning them off obviously isn't authentic. But yeah, you're right. You can always turn them. Customizable would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think customizable would be quite cool. But what else? I've said it a few times. I think the savannah biome is an utterly wasted biome, and people are missing out on so many different things that there could be in the savannah biome. So we can have lions, giraffes, we can have monkeys in the jungle. It's mobs. I'd like to see more different mobs. I think our block palette is already pretty good. Making out Mr. Optifine, yeah. It's already pretty good. Elephants, wouldn't that be so cool? But elephants would have to be, let me turn around. Elephants have to be not a passive mob, they need to be a neutral mob. And if you irritate them, they take it out on you. I think that would be amazing. Rhinos. Proper African savannah. If you're going to do a savannah, do a savannah. Don't mess about with it, do it properly. Owls. Owls would be good. I know someone else that would like to see owls. You know what I might do? I'm going to come and get this bed and I'm going to replace it up the top. Pick it up, go back up, run. Sloths would be interesting. Jungle biome. That would be quite nice. So what mobs do we think? Really, really interesting conversation now, right? What mobs do we think are missing? Not blocks. We'll talk about blocks in a minute, maybe. But what mobs could we add to Minecraft? I've had some monkeys, I've had sloths, elephants, giraffes. A pig with Avo's face. Rivera. Vampires. Lava Kraken boss. Like that. Vampires. Oh, vampires would be interesting. Wouldn't that be interesting? Ooh, that's got the old thinking cap on, that has. I like the idea of that. Venomous snakes, definitely. Sea snakes. I'd like to see sneeze snakes. That would be cool. Absolutely. I didn't put the bed down, did I? I literally just left it. Go there. Sleep. Some good ideas. No danger noodles. Well, you know, every now and again, danger noodles are necessary. But I know some people are not so. Killer wasps. See, wasps are literally useless animals, and as a result, I'm not mad keen on them. So I'd be happy with a Minecraft without wasps, personally. But you never know. Maybe that's the right call. Maybe that is the right call. Brown bears for Tiger. Actually, brown bears in the tiger. That's quite a nice idea. Could do that. Again, also neutral, or would they be a hostile mob? Sharks. I agree with you on the sharks. Sharks would be so cool. I've actually already spoken to Slice Lime about sharks, and he told me to stop talking to him for a week. He said, "Don't talk to me for a week, Avomance. You keep talking to me about stuff you want," because he doesn't actually make those decisions, and it's quite funny because we always say, "Lime, put this in, put that in," and he's like, "I don't have that call," but you know, we ask him anyway because it's good sport. So I think one more there. We're almost out. There. Yetis, whales. Wouldn't whales be fun? Whales would be really fun. Right, this. Once we've got this done, I'm going to dash down and we're going to see whether or not it's working. Neutral till you enrage them. So yeah, like polar bears in the same way, yeah. And again, it's like polar bears, perhaps they get aggressive if they've got young. That could be quite good. Tell me I get to mind my old stuff for a while. Oh, please tell me I get to mind my old stuff for a while. I watch. Yes, Beth, I give you permission. It's good to see you, Beth, as well. Good to see you. Penguins would be great, wouldn't they be great? I'd love a penguin. Not the chocolate variety, the actual penguin variety. That would be so cool. Although I wouldn't mind a chocolate one, to be fair. Or if you go in their den. Right, so you're walking around, there's open caves, and you end up going in their den. That could be interesting, couldn't it? And it ends up being a bear thing. I like that idea. And it activates as a result of you going inside their den. All good ideas. Okay, let's get this one right. I know I keep saying let's just get this one right. How about new edible plant-based stuff? Blueberries, chanterelle mushrooms. Chanterelle mushroom, that's very posh on Sparkle. But yeah, why not? I like the idea of different fruits, blueberries, but that are better than the berries that we've got now, because berries are rubbish, aren't they? Berries are proper rubbish in terms of food. So maybe blueberries could be good, and you could use them in recipes to make muffins. Or is that a step too far? I reckon that'd work. Right, so now looking at it from this side, that starts to look okay. Drinks, like as in different beverages. That's an interesting idea as well, isn't it? Drinks that would restore your health. Oh, that made me jump. A Winkler, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you very, very much. You're really, really welcome to the sub club. Brilliant. Coffee, berry juice. That'd be good. That'd be good. Crocodile. Now you're scaring me. I'm actually quite scared of crocodiles. Ever since watching Crocodile Dundee. Because Paul Hogan's frightening. Berry juice, though. What a good idea. And you could mix it, couldn't you? You could mix it. You could have sweet berries and blueberries, like, mixed together, and that'd be the recipe for berry juice. That might work. I like the idea of that. Why are you sorrying me? No, don't be sorry. It's a really good idea, but they're frightening. You know, I don't want to have my face bitten off by a crocodile. That just sounds wrong. Finishing this off in stone. Have I really just used all the stone I just had? No, I've got a little bit more. Stackable potions that have weaker or shorter effects. That's a nice idea. Hey, Winkler, I like that idea, actually. Stackable potions that are just like fruit drinks. Even with you take damage from a berry bush. I know, Dig Dad Daddy, it's wrong on so many levels, and yet the fox just runs through it. Just wrong. So what you're saying is you want to play Vanilla Plus. Is that the mod pack, is it? Well, it's not that I want to play Vanilla Plus per se, but maybe there's some good features. That's all I'm saying. Right, let's just have a quick goosey. Hippos, and they should be like insanely dangerous, Voss. Like they are off of real life, like insanely dangerous. That's a really nice idea, is that? They are. They're like insane. Okay, right. I think this is actually working, people. I need it from a distance, though. I need it from the stalks. What? And what about? Okay, I've just had a genius plan. I've copywritten this. What if the stalks delivered the baby villagers? Oh, that's it. That's it. It's done. The conversation's over. Right, let's have a look at that. Okay, you got there first. No, you didn't, Dead. I said it before you said it. I kind of. Right, okay, what do we think about that grading, people? What do we think? So I've got the quite intense darkness, and we're kind of shading it up. And then up towards the top, we've shading out the stone bricks. The andesite slowly goes. And then we're just at stone. That works. I'm happy with that. I think, and I'm probably happy with the height as well. A GNU? Oh my goodness. You could do, I mean, GNUs would be quite fun actually, wouldn't they? They're massive though. They're like huge. That one's just blocked off at the top of it. Let's just get these back because I reckon I'm going to need them. Okay. Right, so we need to top that off now. Dinosaurs? Goodness me. That sounds like a mod to me, Mr. Morecambe, but that'd be fun, wouldn't it be fun? Or, like I got so excited. Oh, what about, like off of Journey to the Center of the Earth, if you go really deep, you end up with massive caves that have got dinosaurs in them. That would be cool. That would be cool. That would be, yeah, I'm going to say it again. That would be cool. I'd enjoy that. That would be fun. Just make a few more of these. Okay. Hollow Minecraft Earth. Why not? Oh, good to see you, Natural Haters. Thank you very, very much for coming and saying hello. Really good to see you. Mo Young made a Jurassic Park official mod. Oh, okay, so the models are there. I'm just gonna block this off. Yeah, someone has to make a Journey to the Center of the Earth mod. I agree, 100%. That would be so cool, wouldn't it? Right, let's get that there, that there, that there. That doesn't go there. That can go there. That can go there. And I want. Have I got any steps? Oh, I do have some steps. Don't panic, people. I've got steps. It's all good. Time portals that you get parts for, and then teleport you to the past where maybe monitor lizards. That's quite a frightening idea. but not bad. Okay, we'll go with that for now. Right, let's get ourselves up the top here. Monitor lizards, interesting. Right, so let's just get this blocked off, and then I'm going to light it up. Doctor Who, the Doctor Who mod. Tea leaves, yeah, absolutely. But they'd have to be a brand new biome called Yorkshire to be able to, and that's the place where you get the tea plant that you can then dry in a furnace to make tea leaves. That's what I reckon. I agree, Puffy. There's no other one. There's no other one. I don't care what anybody says. You know, that's a whole nother debate right there, but it's true. Yeah, they're a distant second, Dead. I'll give them a distant second. I'm not bothered by Yorkshire Gold though. Blur, says EP. Biome with entirely of grass and cobble walls, plus the occasion. Why not? Why not? That makes... Oh, Mr. Morecambe. You've not really experienced tea if all you've done is Thai food. Cup of tea. Ooh, cup of tea. See, people are now starting to talk about tea. It's a bit late really to be drinking tea at the minute. 10 o'clock at night. It's a little bit late for tea. You can brew a PG pyramid bag far stronger than a Yorkshire bag, and you like it strong. No, fair enough if you like it strong. The pyramid does get more kind of circulation. I hear you. You drink tea before bed? Okay. So you're just a hero. I won't sleep if I drink tea before bed. A lanternfish to get a special enchantment. So you never said. So you used to drink it mostly because a guy in it bought 2 pallet loads for $200. Oh my goodness. 2 pallet loads. $200 for 2 pallet loads of tea. That's good. You could have made a proper profit on that. Tea does have caffeine in it. It's got more caffeine in tea than it does in coffee often. Yeah, but you got to remember, Dead Machine is barely human. He's part machine. I think it was past date. That's probably why, mate. That's probably why. All right, I've got to have a go. Excuse me. Well, that nearly went down the wrong hole. Right, so I'm just going to lay this one out and then I'm going to light it up. But use more of it in coffee, as in more grams in coffee. Yeah, I think that's true, isn't it? So therefore you have more. So let's just pop some lights around here. Peppermint tea's all right. I quite like. Hang on, just place these. I quite like ginger and lemon. Ginger and lemon tea is quite nice. We've got 34. I'm going to need to get more spruce planks. Green tea and peanut pie? Hang on a minute. Stop talking about tea. What do you mean peanut pie? That sounds insane. Is that like pumpkin pie but offered peanuts? Is that something made by Reese's? Or is that an actual pie with peanuts in? Really? Peanut pie? I just got a little bit excited at the thought of peanut pie. Is that a thing? Who have I got to kidnap and torture to get a bit of peanut pie? Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? There it is. Brits don't have American pie. You know what? That might be worth a transatlantic, that. So I just had a quick scroll back, King Dad. Because you got the gift from, is it Global Rhino, wasn't it? I think. Because you got the gift, you actually don't need to do anything. That is valid. If you then, why have I come up here? If you then want to resub when that runs out, because it only lasts a month, then you can obviously do a resub then if you wish. But you know, you're by no means obligated to do so. Thing about Twitch is you can watch for free. Yeah, someone send me the recipe for peanut pie, because I'm not fat enough. Pop that there for now. That'll do. Smooth peanut. Smooth peanut butter. Crunchy peanut butter. Crunchy peanut butter. It's the way forward. Let's not start another scone attack. We don't need that in our lives. Got to. I quite like the peanut butter. I don't have it very often because it's so high in calories. It's really bad for you. But the thing I'm using this. What's it called? Not Harvest Earth. Something or other. I can't remember the name of it, but it's literally just peanuts. Nothing else. No palm oil, no nothing. It's just peanuts. And you've got to stir it really hard when you open the tub because it's got like the peanut oil floating on top. It is literally, it's anaphylactic shock waiting to happen. But it's so nice. I can't remember the name of it. But it is the best peanut butter ever. Never heard of peanut pie. I've never heard of peanut pie. I need peanut pie in my life. It sounds like it's insanely bad for you. So bad. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't send me the recipe. I demand the recipe in Discord. Pinned. So everybody can enjoy the crunchy goodness. I can't remember what it's called. It's called something or other. It's not Whole Earth. It's the other one. Anyway, but yeah, that's the best peanut butter in my personal opinion. In my not so humble opinion. Okay, let's get spinach pancakes. You know what? I'd take spinach pancakes. I really like spinach. So, yeah, spinach pancakes. That sounds nice. I'd like that. Lots of torches. We should be good. Right. So definitely, Eon. I'll be all over it. Send it when it gets out the oven. Nice. Spanakopita. Yeah. Anytime you feel guilty about eating anything, just remember that Krispy Kreme makes milkshake. Mr. Morecambe, you're not making friends. You know that, right? That's appalling. Krispy Kreme. No, they do milkshakes. That's awful. Super Bro, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming along. We're kind of Meridian. That's it, Meridian. Yes, thank you, Emma. Meridian, it is gorgeous. Benki 40773. Is that the combination to your locker? Thank you very, very much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Brilliant to see you. You need to go and get free donuts. Who are you, Homer Simpson? Free donuts. Okay, we're about right there. That's cool. Kinder Bueno milkshake. See, I don't do Kinder Bueno's not very nice. I don't like Kinder Bueno. Somebody said to me the other day about Kinder Bueno. It's not for me. Just not for me. Don't like it. There's something just a bit not right about it. Let me just get some scaffold. Get myself back up here. Had to look it up. Well, I appreciate it, Em. Thank you very much. Because, yeah, that would have bugged me. That would have bugged me biggity style. Hang on, I've got to think about what I'm doing now. Hold up. This is me getting carried away. Okay, Super Bros, no worries, mate. But thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. You enjoy the Minecraft. Are you playing survival? What are you doing? How did I do it? I've not actually done it. That's how I did it. Okay, that's cool then. Let's get ourselves a little bit of wallage going on. Now, Snickers milkshake, I can live with that. This is terrible. We're like discussing how to become gluttonous fat pigs. It's awful, isn't it? Oh my goodness, bring it on. Bring it on. Right, milkshake's good. There's no bad milkshake, really. A Kinder Bueno milkshake actually probably does qualify. Don't want that in the wall. I want that in the wall. I want that in the wall. I think I might leave it there, you know. Let's have the walls mostly. We've got to... How have we... Why do we always end up on food? We always end up talking about food. I try and bring it into, you know, a nice adult conversation about Netflix or scones, which are, okay, strictly speaking, is food. But yeah, we always end up on food, don't we? How strange. Nice one. And I actually believe that, Voss. I believe every word of that. Right, so this is my square thing, isn't it? Let's just bring this around. Is that 2, 3, there. All people eat. It is a common uniting factor. Yes, absolutely. And as a result, we like to talk about it. You know what I need? I need some of the stuff that I put away last time, don't I? Let's stop messing about. Let's go and get it. Yeah, we started Minecraft mobs and we end up on food. How do we do that, Em? I literally don't know. You're playing survival, you're working around an ocean when you almost drained a 100 by 100 circle. Super Bros, mate. GG on that one. That is serious work. Nicely done. Let's just get that actually. Let's just pop that away. Give myself a little bit of room for that and that and that. Some more andesite and some more of this. Yes. We started talking about what food needs to be added to Minecraft. Yes, we did. That's how we did it. Someone mentioned food. Deb's in the house. Yes, we're talking about food, Deb. We talked about all sorts. Bad stuff, good stuff. Bad stuff that's really good. Good stuff that's really bad. Marmite. Okay, the Marmite debate. Marmite debate. Let's bring it on again. I'm sure we've debated Marmite before, Ded. I'm sure we have. But do you have Marmite in the States? Do you have Marmite in the States? Or is it something else? Because I know the Australians have Vegemite, don't they? Not Marmite. So do you have Marmite in the States? Love Marmite, says Miss Seeley. We know what to get you for your birthday now, Miss S. Emma doesn't like it. When I can make cheese in Minecraft, the circle of life is completely brilliant. Awful stuff. Have it in Canada as well. Okay. Maybe have it, but I've never seen it. It's in Australia they call it Vegemite. It's essentially the same thing, essentially, and it's basically like a yeast extract. And yeah, I mean that's what it is. It's a yeast extract. But put it on some toast. If you've never had it, put it. Oh, it doesn't sound very good to you, says the woman that has biscuits with gravy. Put it on some toast, and you can thank me later. That's all I'm going to say. Not too thick. If you've never had it before, don't put it on too thick because it will knock your head back. But definitely. Think Guinness jam. Blue Angel thinks that's absolute genius. Then throw the toast in the trash, said Voss. Oh, Voss, you have no imagination, sir. But it's, yeah, if you've never had it before, have it nicely thin. If you've had it before and you like it, get slowly thicker until it gets to the point where it sticks so hard to the roof of your mouth that you have to have it surgically removed. You did see Vegemite in a specialty store. What? Oi! I know. Right, so now I've got to kill you. In fact, I'm gonna mock you by killing you with this, with a pickaxe. That'll teach you. Right. Do I like Marmite? I do. I like Marmite. I very much like Marmite. It is not. I won't call it a staple, but it's very definitely something that I enjoy eating. A little bit of toast, pretty thick. And yeah, and it's actually amazingly good for you, and very few calories, very few calories, and it's got loads of nutrition in there. Ton of butter, dead. That goes without saying, right? I thought that was so obvious that I didn't even have to say so. Yeah, the butter kind of ruins the calorific element to it. I'll grant you that, but can we really trust someone who doesn't eat bacon? It's a fair point and it's well made, but yes is the answer. Marmite rice cakes. It's a long time ago. I can't remember when it was, but it was some time ago. They're okay. I don't think they represent Marmite properly. Almost There's no middle Marmite ground. I agree, Blue Kingfisher. No middle Marmite ground. I literally either really do love it or you really do hate it, and it's just the way it is. But I do very much enjoy Marmite. Thank you very much. Silver Bullets, thank you very much for the follow. That's amazing. Used to have Bovril as a drink. So I'm not mad keen on Bovril. Now, obviously, with it being beefy, it's veggie, isn't it, Bovril? I'm pretty sure it's veggie, but it's got a bit of an aftertaste, I think. I think that's what does me. Just a little bit of an aftertaste that I'm not so mad keen on. Does wonders for a cold, I believe that. Probably removes paint as well, doesn't it? Let's get that there. Ovaltine. Ovaltine. Oh my goodness, I see that on the shelves, Ovaltine. That's, is that like a multi drink, isn't it, Ovaltine? In Finland, you've got rye malt pudding. But that sounds nice. That sounds nice. Let's just get this box in. Ovaltine is yummy. Memories. Haven't had Ovaltine in a year. Oh, you're wetting Cole's whistle on that one. He's loving that. Ovaltine of Farley's Rusk. Do you suck the Farley's Rusk till it goes mushy, Dead? I got to admit, that's a lot of adults' guilty pleasure is a Farley's Rusk. Little Brick Home, Prime Sub. Oh, not had a Prime Sub for a little while, have we? Right, are we ready? Little Brick, this one is for you. This one is for you. You need to dip it in the Ovaltine. What? Don't need to if you dip it in the Ovaltine. Dead, you've thrown me off completely. Right, anyway. Little Brick Home, this one's for you. Thank you very much for subscribing to Amazon Prime. It's something you get Amazon Prime account. You get... No, I got thrown off by Farley's Rusks. I actually got thrown off by Farley's Rusk. There's something wrong in the world. Right. Man, the Captain Kangaroo cake. Thank you very much for subscribing to Amazon Prime. It's something like Amazon Prime. You get free time credit. And you give it to anything you want. You're going to give it to me. And I really appreciate it. Because you could have given it to anybody. You could have given it to anybody at all. And you gave it to me. That's amazing because you've got choices. I really appreciate it. But thank you very much. Remember next time you got to do it manually because you can't do it automatically. Thank you very, very much for that. That wasn't as good as the last one, Little Brick Home. And I apologise. But I think that was a solid 7.5. I reckon. That one's solid 7.5. Super Bros, thank you for the follow. Thanks for following on, mate. I hope that circle's going all right. 5.5, Mr. Morecambe. 5.5. 5.5? Oh, that's a bit tight, mate. That's a bit tight, surely. Well, I've got... There's a hole in my side over there. How did I manage that? I shall fill it with Kobula. There we go. Norwegian judges again, Dad. You're not wrong. I thought they'd gone away. Right, so let's phase out the green. Deduct points. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think for a restart, I can just about cope with that. Deb Constructor. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you, Deb Constructor. Chris M. Blue Kingfisher. Not another Lucy. Oh, you can never have too many Lucys. Thunderbolt and Night Seb. Deb Constructor just gave you a gift sub. Thank you for that, Deb. Thank you. Today, are we hassling you about eating in-game? Yes. Yeah, I had to work out what you're talking about. Yes, do. Oh, thank you, Deb. Well, congratulations on return to full-time hours as well. That's brilliant news. I'm really delighted for you. I'm assuming that's a good thing, right? That is a good thing. Look, all the bit of bings. All the bit of bings. Well, thank you, Deb. Thank you. Really, really good of you. Right, so we've got to line this up. How tall do I want to go? This is the question. Because what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to go all the way around now, aren't I? Otherwise it's going to be off kilt, and that won't do. So a little bit more green, but not too much more. Besides, I need to celebrate the Clash of Clans. Oh, funny you should mention that. Has anybody mentioned this? Has anybody mentioned this on the old Clash of Creators? Did I mention maybe that I won? Yes. We only went and won Clash of Creators. But to be fair, hang on, this deserves a zoom in. To be fair, it was about dying. It was about dying. I had to die. My ability to die was put on show and was tested to the max. Mine, Chim's, and also Pix and Vigo's, the four of us, we had to die. And, you know, dying is something that you lot actually give me a lot of practice of. So I was all over the dying. We were all about it. But interestingly, I actually died the fewest number of times than anybody. Mainly because I was not one that went to the end. But I think I only died officially 4 times, but I contributed in many, many ways in that I killed some other people. And even one of them I even meant to. But that's all right. That was what it was all about. Let's get that there. Okay, so... double points death was a clincher. Did you see that? Did you see my double points death? You know, not that I want to brag her out, but I took a plain old villager and I took it all the way to Thorns. We got the Thorns. We got the dispenser off of Teamwork. I dispensed the Thorns tunic that I had acquired from a chest onto said villager, and I kept bashing it very hard with my fist after getting my hearts right down, and it thorned me to death, which meant 1, I was killed by thorns, and 2, I was killed by a villager. Double bubble, toil and trouble, and we were all over that, and that was 6 points. Boom, thank you very much. Take that, Jevin, is all I can say. Cub fan who? Ha ha! It was brilliant. And yeah, I think that we did rather well. I don't want that. I don't want that there. Oh, I've dropped it. So yeah, it was so much fun. So much fun. And if you missed it, when you're the master of death, it's time to teach the lessons how to... We gave a master class. He isn't excited about that when it's not remotely. That's what got you the win. Poppy came third. Was like, I know. I was wondering where she came because she said she was going to beat me, and I made sure that she realised that she didn't. But yeah, it was fun watching stream and Joe on Brutes. It was exciting watching it. I imagine Mars, yeah, because they were so close behind us. Literally, it was neck and neck for most of it with us and the Brutes. So I'm glad that it was entertaining to be able to watch the two of us together. That's brilliant. Has Force got over it yet? No. Force is never going to get over it. She can't cope with the not winning thing. She didn't win the last one either. She came second in the last one. That upset her enough. Have I got any cracked? Yes, I do. She's definitely not used to not coming third. I mean, she's good. She's good at what she does, and she always ends up being on a good team as well, which helps, obviously. We're racking through the blocks on this one, aren't we? I feel like we've barely made any progress, and that's because we haven't. So upset to be knocked out first when they went and killed the Wither and made a bee. Team PP and LL took Force's crown. Yeah, they did, didn't they? They did, that's right. Poppy and Logic are beast for them. Poppy and Logic are insane when it comes to those achievements. I gave up the race because I knew there was exactly zero chance of me getting anywhere near it. I'm still going to get more of those achievements in Legacy, but I gave up the race. And when, I mean, even Pearl's back down now. Chicky D! Hello! How are you? Really, really good to see you. We're making a wall. Doesn't look much like a wall, does it? But that's exactly what it is. We're detailing later, so it don't look like much yet, but I promise it will eventually. Is Lime snuck in first? Oh, yeah, watch that space. All I'm going to say, I'm not going to give anything away, but watch that space. As a very famous detective once said, things are afoot, or the game is afoot. I even misquoted him. How ridiculous. Andesite. He's on 807. Wow. Right, yeah, watch that space. Watch that space, Emma. His feet are in game. Yeah, that was one of the achievements. But yeah, there's things afoot on that. It's going to be fun. We have plans. And Lime might not know about them. Ha ha ha. He might know now. It's one of your grass. He's not wearing Crocs. You're watching. Thank you, Emma. I need to get some more content on Legacy. It's been actually really tricky to get the content on Legacy recently. And obviously when I had my break, I've not made a Legacy video since we saved Lime from Slicer, Logic and I. So we've got a little bit to do. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to up the amount of these. Let's grade in extra stone brick. That's what we're going to do. Is it Henry V? Henry V? Is that right? So Sherlock Holmes is quoting Henry V when he said the game is afoot. Mr. Morecambe, you just educated me, sir. Thank you very much for that. Always happy to be taught something. Game Watson is on. That's a Benedictine Cumberbund job, isn't it? See you, Frowning Fawn. Unless you've been taught about scones, yeah. Exactly. Exactly the right point. It's important to be taught about scones. If you have it wrong, you'll never know what. Don't start me again. Why are you starting me off on scones again? You know it wasn't a good idea to do that. You're only going to get me edgy. Now you made me press the blooming blooming button. Right. Let's get a little bit of this in. What else have I got? I don't want to put any tough in. I've got more cracked. Okay, I'm going to have to go and get some more blocks, aren't I? There's a creeper over there. If I... Right, okay, let's do a run for it. Over to the block hole. They're not going to let me... Oh, they're not going to let me sleep, are they? They're too close. Oi, you! That's a bit rude. Don't spawn in right next to me. That's not allowed. How can you be spawning so close? You're not meant to spawn. No, creepage. You think I didn't see you? Oh, I've had practice. Can you tell? There we go. Die. Right, now get inside. Sleep that. Right, we're away. We're away. No one started a debate about whether pineapple belongs in a pizza. No, they didn't. Is that somewhere we really want to go? Do we really, really want to go there? Okay. Go for it. Go for the pineapple on the pizza debate. This is compelling for many people. We need to be very cautious with this one, remember? People get very upset. Cheers, Super Bros. Good to see you. Thank you for popping in. I hope to see you again soon. Take it easy, mate. I don't want that. I do, however, want... You've eaten worse things. I mean, I have eaten pineapple on the pizza. I have eaten pineapple on a pizza. It's official. I let it out here now. And I'm sorry. All I can say is I'm sorry. I apologise. I swear it will never happen again. I'm ashamed. Pineapple on pizza. What's that all about? It's like main course and dessert on the same plate. Are you mad? I know technically tomatoes are a fruit, but they're not a sweet fruit in the way pineapple is a sweet and juicy fruit. Don't get me wrong, I love pineapple. I love pineapple as a fruit, not as part of my main course pizza, please. However, there are some other main course delicacies where pineapple is actually perfectly acceptable. There are some really nice curries, for example, where pineapple is a perfectly reasonable addition to the meal. Joyful J, thank you for the follow. It's really good with chicken, barbecue sauce, red onion. Yeah, I could see why that would work. I can see why that would work. Gammon, pineapple on gammon. Yeah, that's an acceptable. That's definitely acceptable. We're back on food again, aren't we? We always manage it. Let's get this in here. Back on food, as opposed to bacon food. How tall are we going? How tall are we going here? Won't put a pizza on a pineapple, so pineapple doesn't belong on a pizza. That, Deb, is big brain logic. Right there. That is big brain logic. And it makes sense. Everybody can associate with that. Everybody knows it to be true. Well done, madam. Well done. Restaurant near you does a rice and curry pizza. Rice and curry pizza? That's unusual. I'm not going to knock it. I shan't knock it because I've never tried it. But rice and curry pizza. I'm just kind of pulling a weird face. You can't see it. But it's an odd face. Think of the standard surprised Skizzleman face. That's the face I'm currently pulling right now. Beth! Beth, what are you doing to me? Hang on, I need a glug before I do it. Here we go. Beth, thank you very much. This one is for you. I'm going to try and do it without a restart because Mr. Morecambe docks me points if I do restarts, and that won't do, will it? Right. Hang on. Sliced strawberries on a pizza. Blue Angel Vix, just stop there. Just stop right there. Hold it. Just don't go there. Thank you very much for subscribing to Amazon Prime. Thank you for coming to Amazon Prime. You get free Crown account. You can give that to anybody. You didn't give it to me. You give it to me. That's amazing. I can't believe you gave it to me. I'm really pleased. Thank you very much. You couldn't give it to anybody because you got choice enough. Remember, you got to give it to me again. That was a really poor ending, but I'm not going to restart because we're at the end. Thank you so much, Beth. I really appreciate that. Your third Prime month. I appreciate it. That was poor. I'm going to be honest. I think the Norwegian judge might just about be right on that one. I'm waiting for the Norwegian judge's score to come in. 4, Mr. Morecambe, a little bit tight, but not so much. I'd have given myself a 5, but I'll take the 4. There were just too much loading at the end of that. I think it was the strawberries on a pizza. Just totally threw me off. So it was like deliberately sabotaged me. Okay, 4.5 Haggises. I think the Norwegian judge it's the first fair score he's given in some time. But to chalk it up to being late. We could do. What time is it here? It is what, 11:15 here. So it's a little bit late. It's not awfully late. Although I've been teaching, I've been teaching some kids that, you know, now I know this is a family stream, but this is a family statement. These children were adverts for condoms. I'm sorry, but they were horrible. And yeah, that's all I need to say, really. Yesterday's children were awful. My year 11s today were awful. My year 7s were okay, but my year 11s, just vile creatures of the night is what they were. And as a result, I'm a little bit tired of that, but we soldier on. One of those classes, Beth. Yep, one of those. Right, I just need to see how tall that is. A dessert pizza. A dessert pizza. I've heard of dessert pizzas, like chocolate pizzas. Chocolate pizzas, fair enough, I get that. But, and I think, whilst I wouldn't personally chocolate pizza, because it just doesn't sound right for me. But I can see why I'm kind of musing. I'm just kind of imagining the chocolate pizza, because I never met a chocolate I didn't like. But yeah, it's about as far as I'd go, maybe, because that's more of a baked good with chocolate on top, so I can kind of go with that. So is that tall enough yet? I reckon we need to go 3 more high. No, Chris, they do not. They do not, and we're going to keep it that way, I think. Dessert pizzas stretch the definition of pizza a little bit. I think, I guess you call them pizza because they're flat and doughy. But isn't a cookie flat and doughy? Is that then a pizza? I'm not sure it is. Someone says strawberries and pizza and you're gagging. Oh, yeah, I get that. Let's make this. This is going to be mostly brick. Right, so I'm just concentrating on getting this relatively even. So that's 1. We'll do another 2, and I think that'll probably be tall enough for this one. Are you a teacher too, Impossibilities? That one, then we do 1 more. Physics and astronomy. Physics, yeah, I do physics. As well as biology and chemistry. Astronomy, though, that's cool. I did an astrophysics lesson the other day, actually. That was quite interesting. Well, he says being the person that did it. But I thought it was quite interesting. Astrophysics to year 11. So it's pretty basics. Right, so I stopped talking again. I'm so sorry. I stopped talking again. I've got to stop. Stop talking. Don't stop. Start talking. Don't stop talking. Start talking. How do you know he isn't using one of his fancy accents with us and using his real voice with his kids? Okay. Comments in chat. What do you think my real accent is like then? And seriously, have you heard me talk? How is this fancy? Seriously, fancy? It's about as unfancy an accent as there ever was. Oh my goodness. Fancy schmancy. Okay, right, so let's just have a quick goosey at this. Supposedly adult people to continuous improvement dead. Yeah, I hear that. You're an American, all Brits have a fancy accent. Well, I hear you. That's fair enough. It's not your fault. Okay, right, that's okay. I think we're at the right height now. Now check the texture. It's not finished, but check the texture. We've got grading up the wall, and then it finishes off with some almost like a reverse of the tower, so that quite works. I believe you give us the real you and your students get your posh accent. Oh, you believe that I talk with my accents very carefully like this when I'm talking to my students. I'm telling them all kinds of very, very important scientific facts when I use my posh English like the Queen accent, and it sounds a little like this, obviously. And when I'm talking about biology and chemistry and mathematics as well, with some physics in there, I do prefer to make sure that I'm enunciating properly all the time. No, that's actually really uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. I feel like science would be 100% more complicated simply because of the accent. That's probably right. I'm better off doing the Scottish accent than I'm doing the posh one. It's at least if I do a Scottish accent, I can actually understand what I'm saying a little bit more. The posh accent just, you know, when you try and fit too many. Hang on. You know, have you ever played the marshmallow game where you lob a load of marshmallows in your gob and you have to say words like chubby bunny and things like that? That's how it feels in my mouth when I do a posh, like enunciate properly type of accent, making sure that all of my consonants are properly enunciated, etc. Sounding a little bit like Boris Johnson, but with more of a brain, that kind of thing. It just doesn't sit in my mouth properly. That's all I'm saying on the matter. Is that right, Winkler? I genuinely didn't know that. That's really interesting. And we've kind of diverged, I guess. You're a lowly American. How do you know the difference between fancy and posh? It's a fair question, Voss. You're given a pass on that one, mate. Let's get rid of that. Come down to me. Right. But every now and again, I guess I do put the old telephone voice on there. Taking quantum chemistry with someone who immigrated from Germany that keeps referring to maths terms in German. That's proper confusing. Proper confusing, that would be. That'll do. Okay, so this was... Fancy is like, that's nice. Really? Oh, okay, but you're from Oklahoma, Voss. I think, you know, it's perfectly understandable, my friend. Grab these. I didn't put any torches on that wall, did I? Well, bless your heart. Fair enough, boss, fair enough. There's nothing more that can be said. It just is just correct. Do the Scots accent, do the Scots accent. No. Scots. I can't do it when I'm... Hang on, what have I done here? Hold on a sec. I can't do it on show like that. What have I done here? How and why have I done that? I've confused myself. I confused myself with that one, I tell you. Don't quite with it. Let's get some more of these blocks down there and we'll be good. Right. Happy mistake. Yeah, I'm going with it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave that there and we'll maybe make a bit of a feature of it later. I reckon. Have I run out of cobble? I've only gone and run out of cobble. Right. Let's get some more stonage. Put a slab on it or it'll get spawned on. Yeah, well, I forgot to put torches along the entire wall, Dead. I think I've left that one. I've already blown it, mate. Okay, let's get some more cobble. 1, 2, and some more stone, maybe. How much andesite we've got? Almost none. Let's pop that back there. Get ourselves a stack of andesite as well. Right, we're good. It's starting to come along. It still looks very Windsor Castle-y. It definitely does look very Windsor Castle-y to me. This square tower here is going to get taller, by the way. Up we go. Right, what have I done? Right. Let's get some more cobble going and some andesite. So what would you all like to discuss now? What's the next important thing in your lives that you need me to make sure that I clarify for you? You know, we've done a lot. This has very much been a clarifying stream, making sure that everyone knows exactly what's correct and what is not. And I feel blessed to know that I'm able to give you that extra knowledge. Is this This is the circle. Ooh. Right, okay. This is the big circle though, isn't it? Any more good farms coming in 117? It's a good question actually, Dead. Because there's not that many new blocks that are genuinely farmable. That's the problem. So we've got, I've done the snow one, I've done the a couple of others. Obviously we've done the stuff that comes out in the lush caves, but from a farmable block perspective, there's not actually that many new ones. And a lot of the old farm mechanics, they've not changed. Iron farm mechanics haven't changed. Azaleas, I did an azalea. Did you not see the azalea farm? Dead machine. The moss farm is also an azalea farm. Does it at the same time. Unhusked one, thank you very, very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Oh, watch it. Everybody stop talking about him.
We're being raided.
Stop talking about him. Don't talk about him anymore. Quick, shh. Don't talk about him. He's turned up. Mr. Lime. Mr. Lime, how are you? How was your stream, my friend? Were you on Legacy or were you doing your other server? Good to see you, my mate. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, and thrice welcome. Really, really lovely to see you. What have I done there? I've got myself confused is what I've done there. What were you up to, Lime? What were you doing today? And did you have a good time on Sunday? Map making and gave up and tried a racetrack on the fan server. Cool. Did you have a good time on Sunday? I didn't get a chance to chat to you afterwards. If we can get Voss. Sunny was so... Wasn't it fun? Wasn't it fun? I had such a ball with it. Such a ball with it. Nothing to do with the fact that it won, obviously. But, you know, I'm just saying. Just mention that one in there. I may have mentioned it once or twice today. I'm going to do this circle. Right. Raiders, welcome. It's really, really good to see you. Thanks for coming over, Lime. Really appreciate it. We're building a bit of a castle today. And, well, I say today. We're building a lot of a castle, actually. Quite a lot of a castle. And it's probably going to take us a number of streams. But that's all good. And we're doing it in survival because why not? I need to practice the old survival skills. I need to compete with your Slicer's castle in Logic's base, mate. That's what I've got to do. One, two, three. We were only talking about you a couple of minutes ago, Lime. And then you must have heard. Yeah, it was all good though. It was all good. All very positive. So don't panic. Right. Have I managed to... Did I get that right? I think I got that right. I think I did. So I'm gonna continue with a bit of that there. No, genuinely, mate. It was. No, we were talking about all sorts of stuff. Mentioned about how I keep telling you that we want this in Minecraft and that in Minecraft, and you keep reminding us that you don't make those decisions, which just makes us tell you more, obviously. We talked about the fact that you're top of the table in Legacy again, and how OP you are at getting the achievements. It's all very, very positive stuff. We love you, Lime. Right. The game has feet. Dead, you've confused me utterly. Utterly, utterly. Just come round to the other side. Come on, we can do it. You've got to sign up. Mr. Morecambe, really good to see you, my friend. You've seen most of it, so I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for doing the scoring. Always good, mate. Always good. The game is right. I said the light dawns on my head. I did, yes, that's right. I can't remember why, but yes. Are you not following the wall? I am following the wall outline. Aren't I? No, I am. But the inside ones, these inside ones, they're just to connect up the things there, look, you see? Yeah, these bits, they're just so as I can place the other block. They're just so as I can place the block. So I've got a continuous doodad. That's why. We've actually, I didn't think we'd done very much, but in reality, we've actually done quite a lot. You had me worried for a minute there, Jules. Don't do that. God, there's nothing worse than a broken doodad dead. Broken doodad dead. Amazing. Didn't even mean that. Right. I want to have... Let's get my head down. And then just come and have a look and see how this looks with a continuous wall like that. That wall needs raising up a bit. Okay, buddy. Thanks a lot. See you later, Lime. Have a good one. See you on Legacy soon. Poor old Lime. He's an hour ahead of me, so for him, it's just gone midnight. So he's well past Lime's bedtime. He'll go sour. No, Julie, I appreciate it. Genuinely. I'm only playing. Right, I think it's kind of... You can see how... Let me come around this side. Because it kind of doubles back on itself a little bit off the... Because of that square there. If I come around to the side, hang on. We can get a lot of this running backwards and forwards, Lar, can't we? Because that side... See, we've got this square box here that becomes... That's going to be... kind of part of a tower. It kind of doubles back on itself quite hard there. But that's all right. I think what we need, that tower at the top needs a little bit more detailing. And we know obviously we need to continue the earthage a lot further around, so as we've not got that worry of that cobblestone there as well. Let's get some more earthage on. See if we can continue this around just a wee bit. There. Bring it around. Yeah, we managed to get... I was very worried about 10 minutes ago that we actually hadn't done very much. But we've not done too bad. We've extended that. We brought that around. Cheers, Beth. Say hello to hubby for me. And thanks so much for coming round. Really appreciate you coming. Thank you. It's lovely to see you. That bit's going to be a bit steep, but that's all right. Take it easy. I think that can then come back round this way. I don't want it too close though. Come right there. There. Lolly said who? Did you actually tell him? Oh, you Wally. That's so funny. He knows now. Let's grab some of that. What type of video do I like making the most? Ooh, a Winkler. That's a really... Yeah, tell him that, Dad. That's a really good question, actually. Now, that depends. It's a really big depend on the back of that one. I'm going to say, generally speaking, I enjoy making build tutorials more. Generally speaking. However, and I have got a proviso on that a little bit. However, sometimes, especially when we're all on together, I really like the legacy videos. They're a real blast. Literally sometimes a blast. But I think build videos tend to be my favourite in terms of, you know, making a building or a cottage or something like that. I always enjoy going onto the servers, the Avomance servers. So if you're not coming to the Avomance servers and you're watching, do come and have a look. There's some free servers on there that you can come and play with, and I go on there as well myself. But it's... I think I probably enjoy making the farm ones the least, but they do give me the most love from the audience. So in a funny way, then I also really enjoy doing them, if that makes sense. So it's a tricky one. There's no straight answer for that. I thought I had some slabs. Yeah, there's no straight answer. It's an interesting question though, because it makes you think. And so you should also, as a creator, you should always be thinking about, okay, am I doing stuff I enjoy, or am I just doing it for the sake of it? And it's really important that you do the enjoy part. If you don't do the enjoy part, then don't bother doing it full stop, because YouTube is a properly cruel mistress, and it'll have you over a barrel before you know it if you're not careful. And if you're doing it just for the sake of it, then it's probably going to bite you in the bum as a result. Get rid of that. This is all very flat and straight here. Yes, I do have a little bit of dirt. Okay. So yeah, so I think that's probably the right answer. Well, that's really kind of you, Julie. Thank you very much for that. The whole point of the tutorials that I do is I try to make them simple. That's the kind of the idea, to try and make them easy to follow, and hopefully as a result more people can enjoy the game. And if people get, you know, a greater level of skill in the game as a result of following my tutorials, that's really the best thing anybody could ever tell me, because I just want everybody to enjoy this game that we love, and I think that's what matters the most. Okay, I need to get a block behind this one. That's a good point, Dad. It's a good point. But really, my dying is legendary. Actual legend. So sometimes you've got to do it for the legend, right? Okay, pop that there. That can go there. It's got me to join Overtake. Well, thank you. I'm really, really, really pleased, because you're an absolute asset to the community. So if that's what brought you and that's what keeps you, I'm really, really pleased. I couldn't ask for any more. Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you. That's like that really makes me happy to hear that people are coming because they like the content and because they appreciated the way that I taught the stuff. I mean, I'm a teacher, for goodness sake. I should be able to teach stuff, right? But it's very difficult to teach in 3 dimensions. So I'm glad it works. I'm glad it works. That's a huge compliment. Right, okay. So, I mean, what you could always do is, if you're interested in more about the server that I mentioned, or we're doing Skyblocks and SMPs, or any of the videos for that matter, or anything else, if you're interested in that, and Patreon, Avomance.com is your place, people. Pop along to Avomance.com, and been working really, really hard on getting that website as good as it possibly can. And I'd like to think that we are succeeding quite well now with Avomance.com. It's looking nice. Real professional feel to it. I'm absolutely delighted. So yeah, go and have a look and let me know what you think. I'd be really happy to hear any feedback you've got for it. It needs to come out a bit further. I tell you what, I 100% agree with you. One, never, ever be worried about asking questions, right? This is important life fact. If you don't know the answer to a question, it is not a stupid question. If you don't know the answer, how could it possibly be a stupid question? Even if everybody else in the room knows the answer to the question, you don't. So to have the guts and the gumption to ask the question you maybe know that everybody knows the answer to, that makes you brave and a proper human being, so you don't ever stop doing that. That is a life lesson. If you don't know the answer, ask it. It's not stupid. I'm nearly round this. I want to try and get round this square bit. Dr. Minotaur, how are you? Thank you very, very much for the follow, my friend. I really appreciate it. There's our teacher Avo. Did teacher Avo pop out a little bit then? Oh dear, I've got to watch him. He gives out detentions. I agree, Voss. Absolutely. That's right there. There's the message. It's the stupid questions are the ones that you do not ask and you regret not asking. 100% agree. Let's come there. No, I don't want that there actually. I want that there. That can go there. Thanks, Blue Angel. So good to see you. Thanks ever so much for coming. Really, really appreciate it. Right, let's pop that there. I might get that there. Why don't we just shove that up there as well? Because we can. Let's bring that out one. That can come to there. That can come to there. We'll lob a dirt block there. And we'll have that there. Then what should we have there? Let's have that in there. No, let's not have that in there. Let's make that a deep one. Thanks, Deb. See you soon, my friend. You take it easy. Thanks so much for coming. Okay, it's kind of starting to get a little bit of shape. We need to bring it in here now. Why has that not got anything behind? There's a gap, people. There's a gap. Plug the gap. Right, okay, that goes there. That can go there. I'll remind you of that next time you... Seriously, Julie, your questions are always good. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. The mods will talk about you behind your back anyway. It's all fine. They won't. That's a joke. They won't. We don't do behind back talking. Did I put torches down? No. Oh, good point. Well made. Quick. Get some torches down. Quickly, quickly. Before I get spawned on. Shall we just go sleep? Let's go sleep. Is that a pillager? Oh no, we don't need them. Oh, I thought that furnace was a skeleton then. Fill the gap with lava, we won't get any spawns. True, but that comes down to... Are you joking me? Are you serious? You've literally followed me and you're shooting me in my house. That's a way to die. I can't believe you did that. That's just rude. Just rude. Right, what am I running out of? I think we're alright for now. Skyan, we've all done it. We've all done it. Seriously. What? No. 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 This is a point blank shot in the head. Can you believe that's just rude? Where are you? You're in the hole. Really? That's just... They do annoy me. I've just... If you didn't see, not this Clash of the Creators, but the one before... Oh, that's sore. The one before, I got stuck in a hole with mining fatigue, and I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I had to jump up and down as fast as I could to die of hunger to escape. Okay, so believe me, nothing you can do, nothing you can ever do will be sillier than that. Nothing. Just nothing. I couldn't mine anything. Actual mining fatigue. I'm already embarrassed. It's just embarrassing. It was insane. It was stupid. It was foolish. It wasn't one of my better moves. All in all, it just wasn't. It wasn't big. It wasn't clever. And I had to die. And it took me 10 minutes to die. You saw that one. Yeah. It was just silly. It was just silly. Oh. Oh, can we hear? It always makes me smile. It always makes me smile, does that? Love Bubba Giggle. Right, people, let's just get myself a little bit away and see what we've done so far. I think we achieved a lot more than I realised in the stream, which is always nice. So, yeah, so all we had before the stream is the tall tower in the middle twerking off the top of a pillar and missing the water. yeah, we won't talk about that. So that tower in the middle wasn't there, so we've built that up. We've built the terrain around. We've got that wall there on the left-hand side. We've built some more. That's embarrassing, Dej. You might not want to tell anybody that. And we've built the circle around on that next tower. So we actually got quite a lot done. I'm quite pleased. Brilliant. The arrows have almost gone. Oh, that one's really lodged deep, that one, though, isn't it? How did I manage that? That looks quite sore. And they're still in the back of my feet. It's like Achilles, aren't I? Right, so all that left leaves us now to do, is decide where we're going. So let's just have a quick look to see who we have got that we could go and let's just have a quick look to see who we... Because I'm sure there are some people we could go and say hello to. That we've maybe not seen before. I don't know this person. Right, so do remember that when we raid people, we've got no idea who we're raiding, and as a result, they may not be family friendly. But I'm just checking through a few people. Who's this person? No, let's not go there. You know what? Should we do something daft? Let's Who fancies a change? Right, in the chat, who fancies a change to go over and see Chim do Sea of Thieves? He's not playing Minecraft, he's playing Sea of Thieves. But I owe him about 4 raids. So would people like to go and see a little bit of Sea of Thieves? It's quite fun. And Chim's quite good at it as well. So let's go and do a little bit of Sea of Thieves, I think. Unless anybody's got anything like really, really negative things about it. We'll go and do a bit of a Chim raid. So let me just find him. I'm going to load the raid up. Everybody come. Everybody please. Matteo, thank you so much for the follow. I really, really appreciate it. It's brilliant to see you. Let's go and see Chim. Right, everybody, please make absolutely sure you give Chim the absolutely biggest hello you can possibly think of, because he is desperate for you to say hello. Give him another welcome, and I will see you. When's everybody's fun? I will see you very, very soon. You take it easy now. Bye.
Head hurt, my body ached, but my horse needed bruising. Oh, needed brushing. You had to brush your horse. Oh man. Avo, thank you for the raid, dude. Appreciate it. We are getting out of here pretty soon. I've been streaming for almost 7 hours, and I'm kind of whooped. We were streaming with Mr. 360 Games earlier, though. Double. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you guys for tuning in. Wet Willie, thank you for the follow. What a great name. Avo, how was your stream? You playing some Minecraft today? Avomance sent us here the boot bottoms and true bubbly gum, and we're all out of bubbly gum. Is that a threat, Dead Machine? Yo, what's up? Mateo, Queen of Darkness, Mac, Elandros, good to see you. How you been? Dig Dug Daddy, Global Rhino, Spare Dragon, good to see you, man. Bit of castle building today. They don't get to kill me when I do that. It's a nice rest. Oh yeah, because you do the stream loot stuff, right? Alright, I gotta give a shout out to my winning teammate in Clash of the Creators over the weekend. Avomance. Guys, if you're watching online, go check him out, give him a follow. You can brush your horse, feed it, pat it. That's kind of amazing. Avo, thank you for the raid, dude. I appreciate that. Bear Boss, what's up, dude? How's it going? Best of dying, that's right. Miss Julie, what's up? Tell us about the game you were playing, Chim. Alright, so I'm playing Sea of Thieves. Okay, currently sailing to the Reaper's hideout, which is the only place I can sell one of these things.